Good afternoon, New York City. Today, I hold hearings on 6 bills that protect the reproductive rights of women in New York City. New York City has been a place for people seeking freedom, autonomy, and choice. And that includes the rights to choose what people do with their bodies and their lives, especially when it comes to the issue of reproductive rights. On June 24, 2022, the United States Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, effectively ending the federal guarantee of a woman's right to choose. Due to that decision, young women will come of age with fewer rights than their parents. Well, here in New York City, we won't let that happen. We are not going to stand by while an activist court undermines 50 years of settled law and personal freedom by overturning Roe v. Wade. We are not going to leave behind our sisters here in New York City or of the states. Safe, legal abortions are cornerstones of public health, and in New York City, they will always be. And we will always support those coming to New York to access those rights. The 6 bills we hold hearings on today ensure that reproductive rights and freedoms are protected under city law. Intro 465-A requires the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene to annually report on the number of births and the number of abortions provided in the city each year. Intro 466-A amends the Administrative Code of New York City to prohibit the use of city resources to enforce abortion restrictions. Intro 474-A requires the city to conduct a public education program about the protections available to people and providers accessing reproductive health care facilities. And Intro 475-A creates a private right of action in relations to interference with medical care. Intro 506-A requires for the Department of Consumer and Worker Protection to implement an outreach and education campaign on facilities that deceptively advertise or are otherwise misleading when offering reproductive health services. And Intro 507-A requires the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene to make abortion medication available for free at its health centers, health stations, health clinics, and other health facilities. Personal health care decisions should be left to patients, families, and doctors. These decisions are our rights and our rights alone. And these bills ensure they remain that way. I want to thank Speaker Adrian Adams, Councilmember Tiffany Caban, sponsor of 465-A and 466-A, Councilmember Hanif, sponsor of Intro 474-A, 475-A, and Councilmember Carlina Rivera, sponsor of Intro 506-A and 507-A. Now I invite the public to comment. Thank you. Seeing no comments coming from the public at this time, I will sign these bills at a later date. Thank you very, very much, New York.